Buffalo's postseason run here in the Pac-12 Conference Tournament comes to an end as they lose in an offensive game to the second-seeded Oregon Ducks, 93-85 here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. Hi, everybody. Scott Wilkie, Mark Johnson for the broadcast on 850 KOA and the Colorado Basketball Network. Well, it's tough when you score 85 points in a ball game to lose a contest, but the Buffaloes did that. The defense just simply was not there against Oregon tonight.
We always talk about the Buffs. Defense and rebounding is what they hang their hat on, and it wasn't there today, honestly.
Yeah. Well, the Buffaloes certainly struggled in that regard. In fact, Oregon shot 76% in the second half as Colorado really struggled on end. The offense, though, let's go to that side of the basketball. They were very, very good offensively in this ball.
Well, 85 points is one of the Buff highs for the year, and the stats look good. They shot well. They had more assists and turnovers, which is unusual for the Buffs this year. So offensively, they played good enough to win the ball game.
Yeah, 13 turnovers for the Colorado Buffaloes. Sometimes it's not so much the number as where they happen. That was the big issue for Colorado.
It was mostly against the press, and with Oregon's speed and athleticism, those led to quick points for Oregon, 27-2 in points off turnovers.
Yeah, it really killed Colorado. Joseph Young was a guy that, of course, was the player of the year in the Pac-12 Conference. Did he maybe get some respect from you in this ballgame when you watched him firsthand for the first time in person?
Yeah, it's the first time I've seen him live, and he is impressive. He reminds me a lot of Brandon Knight, the former guard for Oregon, where off the dribble, it's so hard to stay in front of him, and he also has shooting range. So that combination is tough to defend.
We might have seen a young player grow up a little bit. Dominic Collier was the kind of the point guard of the future when they recruited him out of Denver East High School back in the Mile High City. He's had an up and down freshman campaign. He's had some injuries he's dealt with. Maybe the numbers have not been consistent. The minutes haven't been consistent. He had 14 points, a career high in this ballgame. Did we see a young player grow up here the last month of the season?
Yeah, he's getting stronger, I think, as far as going through traffic, taking contact, which, you see him sometimes during the year, he was getting bounced around. He's always giving up size and strength usually, but I saw more toughness as the year wore on, and I'm always encouraged by his savvy and his court presence out there.
I think as he gains a little bit of weight, gains some strength, he's going to be an interesting player for Colorado moving forward. Well, the postseason now, what does it mean for Colorado? They're obviously not going to the NCAA. They're not going to the NIT. There's been talk about the College Basketball Invitational. That's something not a lot of people know a lot about. It's a CBI. We've seen, in fact, this Oregon team just won that championship here a few years ago. What do you think about the CBI for Colorado? A good thing?
Well, for young players, it's always good to play more games and have more practice. NCAA rules are, you're pretty limited in practice in the off season. So if you can extend it for a couple of weeks here, that means a lot more practice, more game time for those young players. It's always a good thing.
We're not breaking any news here. I don't know if that's the case. That's been the speculation, so we'll have to wait and see as the Buffaloes get knocked out of the Pac-12 Conference Tournament here in Las Vegas. Their season as it stands right now comes to an end at a 15-17 record. Again, your final score was the Ducks, the 2 seed, over the 10-seeded Buffaloes, 93-85. For Scott Wilkie, I'm Mark Johnson. Thanks for joining us here on CUBus.com and 850KOA.com.